It is our next level talent segment, an opportunity to talk with former Kansas high school athletes that are now competing at a college or university in the state of Kansas. Carly Dameron, the one of the members of the Coffeyville Community College women's basketball team, joining us, and out of Goddard-Eisenhower High School. Hey, Carly, for you, I mean, this time of the year before that Christmas break, like that quick month and a half of the basketball season, what's that like for you? That first semester?
It was a little bit I definitely underestimated it. I thought it was going to be more enjoyable, but to be a college athlete, it's like you have to stay at the gym. You got to make sure that you're eating the right food still, regardless if it is a 2 week break. A lot can happen in 2 weeks. You got to stay in the gym, make sure you're feeding your body right, fueling your body right. Can't lose your activity just because you have a break. It's a break, but it's not time to lose everything that you gained in the last about 3 months.
You talk about eating rights. Was that something that you learned once you got to college as far as what you can and cannot eat?
I would say yes because last year, my first semester of college, I didn't really take what I ate as seriously, and you definitely can see like how that could affect you as a person and as a player. Um, but second semester and this entire summer and um this semester, so my third semester of college, I've taken my diet a lot more serious, and I feel like it's really helping my body, like health wise. I don't have as many injuries, and I also feel better while going up and down the court in the game.
Settling into a new school, what's that been like for you? Is kind of getting acquainted to a new surrounding?
It's I've loved it actually. Coffeyville has done nothing but made me feel at home since I've gotten here. It's definitely a big turnaround from my previous school, and I'm very, very grateful for that. I feel like definitely a big part of it was the way that I took my transferring. I didn't take it as like, oh, I didn't play as much as I wanted to. Like, let's just sit down and hand it over. It was like, okay, let's get up and let's work harder. Let's earn our spot at the next school because that's all you can do in this situation. Because JUCO is hard, JUCO is difficult, and the worst you can do is just sit down and accept your defeat. And I mean, you only have 2 years to get in and get your business handled and then get out. So I feel like I'm very grateful the way that I took it because a lot of athletes that is going to be really hard to see that there is something bigger than failing at your first school.
What stood out about Coffeyville? I know it's early for you, kind of still settling in for that first semester, but what stood out and what did you enjoy about that you wanted to be a Red Raven?
When I came on my visit in I think end of April, there I was just reaching out to schools that had been in contact with me my high school during my high school career, and they just responded really, really fast within like less than 24 hours. And he was just super excited to hear from me. And I was like, okay, well, when can I come visit? And it was like the next week after I called him, he's like, let's just go next Tuesday. And I was like, okay, perfect. Like I can do that. Just as long as it worked with my class schedule, and it did, thankfully. And so I went and I just came here, and all the girls were super inviting, and there is only three returners this year, but like all the girls were like, yeah, like this is like a good school, like this is a good team. And it was just like it felt like a family environment. Like there was just constantly making jokes and like just laughing and having a good time, but also like, like when it was time to be focused, it was they were focused. And I just think Turner, he just reminds me a lot of one of my first coaches, Brian Butler. And so it was just really easy for me to open up to that. And it's like everything he's saying, it's encouraging, but it might sound like he's trying to tear you down, but it's always because he sees more than what you're giving him. And so I feel like it's just like a building up community more than a tearing down community. And his like biggest motto is he always says six positives to one negative. So in practice, if we're going to say something negative, we have to say six things positive before we say something negative. And I feel like that really, really helps also.
For you, out of Goddard-Eisenhower, what were those playing days like? What do you remember from high school playing at Ike?
Um, Eisenhower was just a lot of fun, honestly. I mean, every girl on the team was like, we were just really close. Honestly, like a lot of us were like really close friends, and we still hang out like to this day, and I'm 2 years out of high school. Um, So I'm really grateful for that experience. We really prioritized team bonding, whether it was just going out to get a bite to eat before a game or after a game, or if we were like going to someone's house to like play some board games and watch a movie. Like we really prioritized that, and like regardless of our record, my senior year in 2024, like it was just really fun, like being around those girls and getting to compete in a sport that I care about so deeply, and a lot of those girls do too. Um, so I'm very grateful for my time there. It was just like a competitive but fun atmosphere, and I loved it there.
You averaged about 2 blocks per game while at Eisenhower. How much do you enjoy just shot blocking?
I love shot blocking. It's just my my defense is has definitely improved since then, but a good block shot just like really like it gets me going, it amps me up. I love getting a nice block shot just because it's just like it's an easy like, okay, let's reset, let's go. Cause it's like, yes, it's good for me, but it's also good for my team. Cause it's building us up and it's making the offensive team be like, oh my gosh, like now they're hesitant. So it slows them down and it builds us up. So I love it.
Anything that you learned in high school at Eisenhower, Carly, that you've really kind of that stuck with you, that's helped you out at the collegiate level?
I think the biggest thing for me was patience because um being like I guess like the main scorer on my team, I had to help my teammates figure out what to do when I had the ball. As a post, it's so big that whenever the ball's in the paint, everyone can't just stand still because if someone's man comes and helps in defense, I can't just I can't just pass the ball if I have 3 or 4 people on me. It's gonna have to be people are moving and like cutting around me. And I think one of the biggest players that I appreciated playing with was Kennedy Nicholson because she was just like a very active player. She was constantly cutting in the lane whenever I had the ball, and it was just really to get those easy assists as well as Addie Verbeck. She did that really well too. So it definitely helped me with my patience and my court vision um, on offense, I'd say.
Hey, Carly, appreciate the insight and best of luck this season.
Yeah, thank you so much.
That is Carly Dameron, a member of the Coffeyville Community College women's basketball team and out of Goddard-Eisenhower High School.